Hello and welcome to another episode of Solo Inter podcast. This is Manish here, and this is a new segment which we recently started. It's just to cover up on the quick gossips and rumors of the transfer market and covering small news, all related to Inter. Thank you guys for your support once again, and let's get started. So, firstly, Inter versus the Parma match. I think it's first time in the preseason where we seeing this season like a lot of the first team players back in action. And once again, you could see the players. It was refreshing to see all of them back in the strong players. Normally, a lot of young players come in and just to fill up the spaces. So yeah, the formation was pretty much identical to Conte's formation. That struck me because Conte used exactly he mirrored Conte's formation. And once again, kudos to the Inter management, especially Marotta and group, to choose Simeone Inzaghi because we know how well Conte he drilled in for last two seasons the three-man defense, three-man formation, and Inter is not known to play three-man defense. I think in the past we had disastrous results with Walter Mazzari playing a three-man defense, and I think Gasperini for a really short time. So now successfully won a Scudetto with the three-man defense. I think it is only right we continue. It's onwards and upwards from here. So yeah, Simeone Inzaghi, exact formation of Conte. That was good to see. And yes, the young gun Satriano finally gets his chance. The two young South Americans started together. Satriano and our great Lautaro Martinez started together. And yes, Inter had most of the possession. Inter controlled the match. And I just want to point out one thing I said also previously is that Simeone Inzaghi emphasizes a lot on midfield. You could see for previous seasons, SMS scoring crucial goals. You could see Luis Alberto scoring crucial goals. And pretty much, I know it's too early to call it yet, but yeah, it's very nice to see two of our midfielders get on the score sheet now that Lukaku is not with us anymore. So Brozovic and Vecino scored. And let's not forget, Barella hit the post. So yeah, and otherwise it'd been three midfielders. I don't think in a long time we had three midfielders score. And once we have Çalhanoğlu back, I think there'll be another story with a lot of goals coming up from him, we expect. So yeah, this match was, I think, marred with the news that a lot of Inter fans are going to protest. And it was good to see they took it to the stands with the banners. And the banners was very, very good, which supports the Inter management, namely Marotta and Auxilio. It's stated that we stand with you guys and not with Suning. So a strong message put across to the owners. I think well-deserved message. So yeah, it shows that Inter fans will not take for granted. You cannot keep selling our players. So yeah, we trust Marotta. And also the news like last week, we got that Marotta and the whole directors want to step down. So pretty much it was only right that the fans stood by the directors. And that was exactly my thoughts. It was very good. And let's go through some of the quick stats for the Parma match. Let me see. Yep, here we go. And if you check, we had around 31 shots on goal, out of which 10 on target. The best thing is Parma had 0 shots on target. And as we can see, we had more possession, we had more passes. And yes, most of all, 2 midfielders score. That itself, it's a very good, refreshing change. And we would like to welcome Simeone back to lead a team to yet another Scudetto. So also it was very refreshing to see Di Marco with yet another assist. This guy seems to be a vital piece in the left flank. So Di Marco and Perisic is going to own the left flank this season. And also good to see Sensi back and up and running because this guy, we expect a lot from him. And whenever he starts, he doesn't disappoint. So yeah, all in all, it was a very good match. So let's get now to some of the transfer news. Let's cover up quickly. Yes, Lukaku, starting with Lukaku. Romelu Lukaku, the number 9 for Inter. I know we all loved him. He's been one of the best players, I think, in a very long time, where the fans, everybody got so affectionate with him right away. I think from his first match itself, we all got. But yes, Lukaku's time has come to an end, it seems, as of now. This guy is going to be 29, and it's only it's a very good transfer deal to decline 115 million euros, especially during times of pandemic. I think all the clubs would think twice. Yes, I know Lukaku is a vital piece, but let's not forget it's a pandemic going on. Inter struggling with finances, and most of all, Lukaku's value, I think, within a season two will reduce by half. So we got a good deal, and I hope the management invested rightly. So Lautaro also seemed to have a lot of offers, but keep in mind Lautaro is 5 years younger, and obviously Lautaro with the next couple of years he can lead a team more forward. So yeah, and Lukaku's replacement, that's the other big news. It seems pretty much destined. We are going for Edin Dzeko. Verbally, 2-year contract has been agreed with 6 million. And let's not forget, a year ago, I think Dzeko was somewhere around 15 million euros. I think 10 to 15 million euros. And we got a good deal this time. I think pretty much it's going to be 1 million or less than that. So yes, in no way Dzeko is going to be a direct replacement for Lukaku. He's going to be pretty much striker off the bench. And with this experience, it's much needed because we have a young team right now. So the real question is who's going to replace Lukaku? As of now, two front runners. One is Duan Zapata, another one's Dusan Vlahovic of Fiorentina. Zapata seems to be like a poor man Lukaku as of now with the strength and physique. He scores goals, he gives auto assists, but yet again, Gasperini's formation is very different from ours. So only time will tell, will he succeed? On the other hand is Vlahovic. He's 21 years old. He scored 21 goals last season. But people may say it's too overpriced for just a one-season player. So it all depends on this season. If he does really well, I'm sure his value will skyrocket. Because a lot of times, I think one biggest example is Patrick Schick. Roma spent around 42 million. It was a tug of war between Juventus and Roma. And I think he had a very good season with Sampdoria, but he flopped miserably at Roma, and Roma had to cut their losses. And yeah, so and also there's been Patrick Cutrone. Our Milan cousins will know better. Cutrone also had a disastrous season with Milan. He had again a good 7-8 months with Genoa, and then the big move. So yeah, since young players always has a risk of that. But pretty much, I think Inter, they want some replacement right away because Zapata and Dzeko can deliver right now, not in the future, but right now. Because Vlahovic may develop in 2 or 3 years, but we don't have the time because right now we are the champions and we need to defend the Scudetto. There's only right management things for right now and within this next season. So Lautaro Martinez again was linked with Tottenham, linked with Arsenal, and Inter seems to decline them. The main question right now arises is, I think out of 185 million which Inter received, it seems only 55 million is going to be reinvested into the squad. That's almost like 1/3. So Marotta and the team has to work a lot. And this is the real test for the directors, because with the budget, we have constrained budget. How do you make the team more competitive? So yeah, hoping and praying that Marotta does a good job. So it's going to be a striker merry-go-round. Lukaku is a big signing. And let's not forget Lukaku, 150 million is the most expensive transfer sale in an Italian team. It breaks the Pogba's record. And it seems once Lukaku leaves, we might go for Zapata. And Atlanta, in turn, might go for Tammy Abraham. But right now, it seems the news conflicting reports in England saying that Tammy Abraham wants to join Arsenal. So if that's the case, will Atlanta let Zapata go? That only time will tell. Yes. So yeah, pretty much that is I round up all the news, transfer news. So how do you like the news segment? Hopefully you have any questions, we can take it on to the next podcast. I want you guys to please like and subscribe this video and show us your support and show us your love. And once again, I'd like to say all for Forza Inter and see you soon in the next podcast very soon. All right. Cheers, guys.